Hey everyone, I'm Anna Huthmaker with Huthmaker Violins, and you've come to the third one of our key signature series in our Students Stuck at Home video series. We're trying to help give you guys some learning opportunities for all this time you're stuck at home doing your digital learning. So if you've been paying attention, the last two videos were on key signatures. The first one was on sharp key signatures, and the second one was on flat key signatures. And technically, they were all on major key signatures. Today, we're going to talk about minor. So, because I'm going to mess with your head a little bit. You know how I said, if there's nothing in the key signature, it's C major. I said that a lot the last two videos. Well, guess what? Maybe not. Because for every major key signature there's a matching minor key signature. I like to think of them as happy and sad, light and dark. When I teach this to my students, I use a yin and yang symbol. Two things that really go together but are opposites in a way. So every major key signature out there has a matching minor key signature, and we call those relative. If anyone ever says, oh, what's the relative minor? What's the relative major? I think of them as like being like a brother and a sister. They're relatives. And the thing that is their commonality, the thing that attaches them to each other, is they have the same thing in the key signature. So it gets kind of interesting because now, if I told you there's nothing in the key signature, it could be C major or it could be A minor. And the kind of interesting thing is, if you want to have fun, and I'll do another video down the road on the minor scales and how to learn them, but if you want to have fun, play a C major scale with no sharps and no flats. Then start on an A and play that exact same scale, no sharps, no flats, and listen to the differences. That's the brother and the sister. They go together, major and minor relative. Now, the thing that you need to know is, if you have a test at school on majors and minors and how to know, you've got to be able to figure out which one goes with which. Now, you're certainly welcome to sit down and memorize this beautiful, colorful thing that I did, but I have an easier way. I want you to count to 4. If you can count to 4, and if you can remember that major is on top and minor is on bottom, you can figure any of them out. So, the idea is you have to count half steps, and you have to count the notes we're talking about. So if we're going to, for instance, let's start with a C. C's on top. I'm going to count C, and I'm going to count down. C, down 1 is a B, down 2 is a B flat, down to this one is a A. Did I do that right? I hope I did that right. This is what I know. It's 4 fingers. Technically, it's going to be 3 steps. C down to A. Those 4 fingers will solve all your major and minor problems. If I told you A minor, now you're going to want to go up. Minor goes up, major goes down. Always think about your 4 fingers. I will start on my A, I'll go up to a B flat, I'll go up to a B, up to a C. Guess what? C major and A minor are relative to each other. If we are going to do, let's do B. So B major, it's on top. So B, I'm going to go down to a B flat, I'm going to go down to an A, then I'm going to go down to an A flat, or actually in this case G sharp, because you do need to skip 2 note names. That's important. So my B major goes with my G sharp minor. Once you can do that, you can figure any of them out. Any test you ever get, they're going to give you one or the other. They're going to say, oh, what about C minor? And then you can figure out what is the relative major. Or they're going to go, oh, what about D major? And you can figure out what is the relative minor. Remember, majors are always marked with a capital M. Minors are always marked with a little m. That's very important. If you don't do that right on a theory test, you'll get it marked wrong. So now you know your sharp key signatures, you know your flat key signatures. All those are major. And now you can figure out the relative minor for each one of them. Do you realize that once you know those 3 things, the entire world of music theory is open to you? It's amazing, it really is. If you have any questions about this, email me at huthmakerviolins.com. I love talking about this kind of thing. And when your teachers send you their assignments and you email them back your assignment, give them a quick thank you for their working really, really hard at home. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm Anna Huthmaker with Huthmaker Violins, and I'll see you for our next video.